If today was a lesson and anything, it's that I have no impulse control and that joy is no help with that. And that's that on the cheesy music. Hi! I had surprisingly a fair number of people ask me where this video was, including people in my own dorm. Hello, hi. It's here now, and it's about my trip that I took a few weeks ago to Hiroshima, which in America you say Hiroshima, and I'm just so turned around. So if I say it wrong or right in the video, you're gonna hear it probably a few different ways. This is about my trip. I took it with my friend Joy. She's gonna show up in the video. On Sunday, we took the Shinkansen down to Hiroshima and we walked around the Peace Park and the A-bomb memorial, and there's a memorial for children who died because of the atomic bombing. It's a very respectful park, and it was honestly rather beautiful at the time that we went because it was cherry blossom season. But so a lot of people were having hanami, which hana means flower, and mi comes from miru, which is like to see, to look at. So it's like looking at flowers, which is actually what this like fabric print I have up here is of. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so we walked around the park, and there's this building that was they've kept it looking like how it did after the bombing as a reminder of the destruction that the entire city was wrought. But yeah, so then we stayed in a hostel, which I have some video from, which I'll probably insert here. Okay, so introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Joy.
This is my friend Joy from Taiwan. Joy, what are your feelings on our hostel? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Alright, what did you think about Hiroshima?
It's very cold outside.
Yeah, it is. How warm? You said that it's probably like around it was around 52 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday, and you said that it was colder than it ever got in Taiwan's winter, right?
Yeah, almost.
Can't relate. And we paid for a private room, which was really nice because we didn't have to deal with anyone else. Of course, there was a picture of Obama in the hallway, and other than that, pretty unremarkable first hostel experience. Anyways, so we had a okonomiyaki that night, Hiroshima specialty. I didn't care for it, and I could tell that this chef was talking to a woman at the bar about how I didn't like it, which, you know, fair. And then the next day we woke up bright and early, got lost on the transit, because Hiroshima has, not only do they have buses and subway, they also have trolleys, tram lines, and they have something called the Ash tram line, which is what we had to get on, but we didn't understand it was underground, so we got on the wrong form of transportation, went in the wrong direction, but we ended up walking to the main station where we had come in, and we got on the right train from there. Hiroshima is nice, except I don't understand the public transportation. Does it make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Alright, well, it doesn't make sense to me. And we took the train over to Miyajima, which really means like Shrine Island. Welcome to Miyajima! Yay! Joy! It's exciting! And we took a ferry over across. It's like a 10-minute ferry. And from the ferry you can see Itsukushima Shrine, which was like the one thing I had wanted to see so badly in Japan, and now I've seen it, so I have to come up with something else to see. But yeah, so we went to Miyajima to see Itsukushima Shrine, which is Tori, which are the red gates. Very famous Tori in the water that at high tide it looks like it's floating, and at low tide you can walk by it, which we were lucky enough to do. And the shrine itself is beautiful, very bright red, and there are also deer all over the island, like Inara, which I thought was interesting. You know, I saw some photobombing a company photo, new employees. We walked around the town, beautiful cherry blossoms everywhere, and but it was freezing. It was actually so cold. Here you can hear how windy it was. Hi, we're at Hiroshima Shrine on Miyajima, which is basically like a shrine island. Waiting in line for a nice picture with the touring kids. And then we're gonna go on the sand. But it's freaking freezing. After that, we got back to the hostel and I passed out. I didn't think I was gonna wake up again until the next morning, but I did. We had gyoza for dinner, which is my favorite food here. I love it, like, so much. And then the next day was our last day, and we went to the castle, Hiroshima Castle, which, very beautiful, more cherry blossoms. There was some weird, like, art exhibition thing going on with eggs. I can't explain. But had a very nice view, and there were a lot of people doing hanami, and I think we saw some people taking wedding photographs, which was very cute. After the castle, we walked just a little bit and we went to this very lovely garden, Japanese style garden. Hi! We are in Shukeien Garden, just a little bit away from Hiroshima Castle, or Hiroshima, we still don't quite know. And it's a beautiful garden, and there's sakura everywhere and other blossoms, a lot of carp, a lot of koi fish. Oh my god. Look how many there are. It was so relaxing. I basically laid in the sun for 20 minutes. And that was like the best thing ever. There were a lot of carp. Oh my gosh, this kid had a bag of food for the koi and he was throwing it out, and you can see it just became a frenzy. There were so many fish and they just kept coming, and they were massive, like scarily huge. And then we headed off to the train station and we took the Shinkansen back to Kyoto. So all in all, Hiroshima was a beautiful place, really respectful memorial, and I'm really glad that I made it just before school started. But yeah, so that is it for me right now. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm sorry for any shakiness of the camera, and yeah, I'll see you next time. You also said that your mom watched my previous video.
Yeah.
Do you think she's gonna watch this one?
Yeah, probably.
So do you have any, you can say, do you want to say something to your mom since she doesn't?
Hello.